Ponzi scammers like those who created CashFx use Bitcoin because it offers two main benefits over traditional fiat currencies. The first is that no bank would let Ponzi scammers open an account. As soon as a bank realized that criminals were using a particular account, it would be shut down. Bitcoin therefore removes the need to open a traditional bank account. The second benefit for scammers is anonymity. Transactions with Bitcoin can be performed anonymously, making it more difficult for authorities to track the flow of funds and identify the individuals behind the scheme. But Bitcoin also has one major disadvantage: it is a public ledger, and although we can't see who owns a particular account, we can see every transaction. Now, what if a Ponzi scammer was stupid enough to make a video showing he or she performing just one transaction? Well, we can then trace that transaction on the public ledger and see every transaction and see exactly how much money they have been receiving from the Ponzi scam. The people who promoted CashFx weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, and many of them made videos showing their Bitcoin wallet addresses. They didn't understand how the blockchain works, and they didn't know it would come back to bite them in the arse. Let's take a look at a few examples. What have you got for us, Sian?
Thanks, Harry. First up we have Neil Slinn. Some of you will know him as Jabba the Hutt or Slimy Slinn. He reached president-level status in the CashFx Ponzi, so he was a particular target of ours. We knew that Neil had been making a lot of money from CashFx because he had recruited thousands of people into the scam, but we didn't know exactly how much. But one day Neil made a big mistake. He made a training video giving a tour of his back office. In that tour he showed us two key pieces of information. He showed us a number of withdrawals he had made, and he showed us his Bitcoin wallet address. With that information we were able to deduce the following. Between the 17th of May 2020 and the 30th of July 2022, Neil Slinn's Bitcoin wallet received a total of 163 incoming funds transfers for a total of $507,425.
Wow! So in just over 2 years Neil Slinn has stolen over $500,000 in the CashFx Ponzi scam. No wonder he said he thought being a part of CashFx was like winning the lottery. The scammers in Panama even invited him to Panama to accept an award. Thanks for helping us steal all that money, Neil. But, Sian, in March 2022 CashFx stopped paying its investors. Didn't that make Neil a bit concerned?
Well, it should have made him concerned, but it didn't, because in March 2022, when CashFx finally collapsed and stopped paying all its investors, everyone at the president level like Neil Slinn kept receiving money. You see, Neil and the other 20 presidents were needed to keep the show rolling and to stop their downlines complaining. So Wasker promised to send them all $20,000 per month to keep them cooperating. We can see from Neil's Bitcoin wallet that Neil received $20,000 per month in hush money.
I hear that Neil has been telling his downline that he didn't receive any such payments, but of course the blockchain evidence is there for the world to see. Got any more of these?
Sure do, Harry. We have plenty. When CashFx was still paying, so many nuthuggers made videos showing off how much money they were making and showing their Bitcoin wallet addresses. For example, you know Hazel Moore? This is her Bitcoin wallet address. Hazel is a notorious Ponzi scammer, and in the CashFx Ponzi scam you can see she stole over $670,000.
$670,000 is a substantial theft. I'd hate to be Hazel when the authorities come knocking. Hazel has recently shut down her CashFx Facebook group and has started promoting some ridiculous magic health wand. She's a scammer, it's what she does. CashFx wasn't her first Ponzi scam, and it won't be her last. If you were a victim in the CashFx scam and you want to help stop these scammers from preying on innocent people, then we urge you to report people like Neil Slinn and Hazel Moore to the authorities.